turn down the volume.
Good evening, keepers of the cash. Gary B, the casual comic guy here, and joining me as he does just about every single Thursday, my good buddy Digger Jim. How you doing tonight, Jim?
Doing great. I'm a mistletoe enthusiast because it is Christmas, so I'm all about giving the kiss.
Yeah. Did you finally hang it above the belt? Steve, the voice white. How you doing tonight, Steve?
Not bad. How's it going?
Good. And our man of the hour, I think, making his third appearance on the 1011. We have Namman the Drawman. How you doing tonight, Namman?
Hi, you guys. Thanks for the invite. I appreciate you guys inviting me. I have made that mount content in like eons, and when Gary invited me, I said, okay, this is my content creation right here.
Let's go.
Crazy.
Before we get going, let people know what your channel's about, even if it's not about much right now. Who you are, what you generally do, and we'll say hi to the crowd after, then we'll come back to you.
All right. My channel is all about being lazy lately.
That's not true. You and I went out comic hunting one time. We're gonna do it again.
But I have a whole bunch of videos out there that I recorded it, but I don't want to edit it, and I have videos that's back from like 2 years ago. Still not edited,
You need to do everything live then. No.
Yeah.
I liked your speed drawing ones you did when you were drawing little cards of different characters. That was
I
good.
even got lazy on that one. So
all right, so we got the laziest man on YouTube coming up next.
You need a nap.
I just go to your channel.
Right?
He lives vicariously through you, Gary.
That's right.
That's what he does.
Let's say hi to everybody. First in, Las Cruces. Good evening, James. Nice to see you. Right behind him, Kevin. How you doing, sir? Nice to see you. Hope Collector 82. Well, Boar. How you doing, Brad? Nice to see you, sir. And Psychedelic Comics, Paul. Good evening. Nice to see you. And Joe, how you doing tonight, Joe? One of my favorites there, Anachronic Comics. And one of my favorite people ever, Jerry the Jitterbug. Good evening, Jerry. Miss Tina Carrington. Always great to see Tina.
Yes.
OG.
And Tina, thank you for the Christmas card. It was very nice.
What?
And Milt, good evening, Milt. Nice to see you, sir. Frog Brawler, good evening. Nice to see you. He is coming up on a 1011.
Oh, okay.
Frog Brawler is?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Nice.
Gotta see that one.
Let's see who else we got in here. Scrolling, a lot of talk. Oh, Metarog. Roger, how you doing tonight, sir?
Hey,
Roger.
Roger, if you want a link to hang out, just let me send me an IG message and I'll link you in. And Damien's here. Namman. He's doing the chant.
Yeah, he's chanting. Said it 3 times. You're here.
Right?
You can say my name 3 times, I disappear.
We got a lot of hellos. Couching and Slouching with C. Bizzle. Good evening, sir.
Hey, C. Bizzle.
And I think we are caught up for the moment. So, Namman, without further ado, sir, let's get back to you. And if you could be so kind as to muster up the energy to show your first book.
Okay.
Come on, you can do it.
Show my books, this I'll do some little bit of a shout out because I don't get to do shout outs with my own videos. So I'll do some shout out through Jerry's video, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
All right. First, I'm gonna shout out some YouTubers. I just got this.
Oh, yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I just got this 9.8.
Wow. What, triple sign?
I don't get to show off too many slab books. You guys always do this number.
What is it? I have no idea what it is.
What, you don't doing this?
No, I meant what is the book? I don't recognize the
I
book.
actually do not know. I just won this from C3.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't say in the yellow label.
It says what it is on the yellow label.
Yeah, it reads what the book is.
Territory
Signature
number
book. I
7.
got 2 signatures on there.
Disputed territory number
Okay.
something.
Okay.
7.
We got
It's a cool cover though. I like
Yeah.
that.
number 7.
Yeah, number 7. Okay.
Yellow Snow comic exclusive.
Yeah, down.
Yeah.
Triple signed.
I
Wow.
think Nauman's been hitting the yellow snow before the show.
You need an
Hey,
espresso.
Chop
He
and
needs
John.
an espresso.
So,
Right?
but I guess I guess I want I guess you get a entry for every donation you make, and I guess I won, and it's been in my mailbox for like a month and a half because I was in Seattle during that time.
Oh, congrats.
So anyway, so this is my one of the awards from C3,
Now-
and you gotta shout these guys out, DJ
Yeah.
Links, Rob, Fat Stacks, and
Mark from Legion.
Mark from Legions. You gotta give them a shout out for
100%.
conducting this fantastic event. So I want to give them a shout out. I got me an award myself, so there's that one.
All right, Bobby.
Another shout out I want to give out to is Blicker.
So are we counting these
You
books?
guys
Or
know who
these just shout
Blicker
outs?
is? You guys know
I'm
who
not
Blicker
sure.
is?
I think it's a shout out book.
Yeah, I know Bleeker. He's been
Yeah,
on
we-
the show.
Yeah, we know Bleeker.
Reverend
Well,
Bleeker.
Reverend Bleeker.
he has Reverend Blicker, right? He has
Right.
he has Sunday, live stream. Everybody, the problem with me doing live stream is that everybody has a freaking show on every hours of the day. So
Nah,
I
that's
have
not
to
true.
put myself in there somewhere. But I asked, he has a comic book store that he runs, and I said, hey, Blicker, I'm gonna send you $100. Give me a mystery box, and he sent me a whole bunch of bangers like this one.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
There's a
there
good
you
one.
go.
There
So
you
I got more bangers, but I want to make it a little bit quicker than just give it, share the shout out. So anyway, I want to give a Blicker a shout out for giving me some bangers for the mystery box.
That's a good book.
It's the first appearance of Weapon X, right?
Yeah.
And the shout out to, I just did a show with the Lee from Wet Comics,
Yep.
and
10
I think he's
questions.
gonna release it pretty soon. He want me to destroy some comic books, and I say no, I'm not destroying any comic books. But I'll tell you what, I'll just show some Blicker
Oh, yeah.
Berserker
Tina,
comic
oil
books
goodness.
that's not destroyed. So, but you know what?
Shiny, shiny.
Much as he destroys these comic books, I thought about maybe making this comic book what do you call it? Spec pick. But I
not sure,
also want to
Matarog.
give Lee a shout out for kindly inviting me and doing a show with me. He and I don't agree on everything, like destroying comic books. I don't believe in that.
That's a fun show, though.
Yeah, but it was a fun show, and he was okay with me not destroying the comic book.
Right.
But you'll see that I slowly torture a comic book, so you'll see. Just a little spoiler for you guys.
Now, was that all grouped in as a number one?
Yeah. Is that your first pick, your first book you're showing, or is that just your shout outs?
These are well, let's call this a group, number one group.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Okay, there you go.
All right, number 2, sir.
Book of the Namans 1011. There you go.
He's going off the rails
I
like
don't do it quantity. I do it quantity, guys. Okay.
It's okay, Naman. I went buck wild with my 1011. I was showing like 75 books.
Yep. Everybody did it.
Don't you let that Metarog guy. We know he's sketchy. Don't let him pick on you.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. You guys know this is you guys know why I picked. I thought about maybe picking this as a spec book.
Yeah, what character is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen him before.
What a
And
butt
you guys know
kisser.
why.
Come
The
on.
reason why. You guys know the reason why, right?
Yeah, look at that dude on the back. Who's cited on there? Who's that? Who is that?
Comic Book Club. I see the Comic Book Club.
Yeah, I see them too.
I see Graphic Policy.
Yeah,
I don't know what that guy in the middle
Comic-Con.
is.
I don't know who that guy is in the middle.
Showboater.
Gary, I thought about asking if anybody picked this as spec book because that name is in there. Did anyone did it so far?
I know. I think as soon as they put my name on it, it killed all spec on it.
Killed off spec.
It
Yeah.
was an anti-spec.
It is no spec anymore in there.
Well, I'm
No way,
sending
I'd
I'm sending
increase
this to you and have you get it signed right there. So you're gonna have to sign that book for me, Gary.
I got to sign one for Jim and send it out to him too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't forgotten, Jim.
I've been begging for years now.
right.
It's just
It's been out a
It
year.
hasn't even been out that long.
I know.
I'm gonna do
Oh,
a
my
shout out for
goodness.
the artist. That's number 2.
Okay, that was number 2. Okay,
was
going in number 2. Number 3, sir.
No, number 2. This is number 2.
Okay, go
Come
number
on,
2.
Gary. This is
All right.
number 2.
I
Come on.
forgot he's going Joe style. Anachronic
Yeah.
Comics.
Yeah, Joe started this. It's all
Yeah,
Joe's
yeah,
fault.
yeah.
Let's blame Joe.
This is Joe's fault, right? Joe's fault, right?
Let's see.
This is
Oh, signed Iron Man.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Mike Grill and
Mike-
Nice.
Ryan
Oh, two
Odegawa.
signatures, right? The silver. I can barely see that one.
Ryan Odegawa.
Nice.
And this is actually a first appearance of Friday. If you guys know who Friday is.
Yes.
The guy
Really?
before Thursday.
What number is
Or guy
that?
after
Or what is
Thursday.
that? Invincible Iron Man?
Invincible Iron Man number 40.
I may have to go get that one. First appearance of Friday, huh? I
Yeah.
have to take that.
And if we get that, I'll get Ryan Odegawa to sign it for you.
Okay.
That's
Nice.
cool.
See, when I think Friday, I always think of the Robert A. Heinlein book.
Mhm.
You know that is also homage too. You know that, right?
Well, oh, that Friday is an homage to Robert A. Heinlein? I did not
No,
know that.
no. There's an original Friday in a
Okay.
literature. What literature was a Friday on?
Don't know.
You guys know Robinson Crusoe?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Robinson
Friday
Crusoe,
on the island.
Companion is Friday.
Yeah, his companion
Right.
on the island. You're right.
Yeah.
On Friday.
That's
Jesus.
Friday for Iron Man for the Friday for the Iron Man.
I haven't read that book in so long. Robinson Crusoe. That's a classic.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh yeah, Sleepy.
I forgot all about it from my youth, actually.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so Robert Heinlein made a Friday from the Robinson Crusoe's story.
Yeah, that Friday book was great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Thank God it's Friday. Let's see who's next. Shout out to Dan. Shout out to Dan. I don't know what happened to this dude. He came and did a show with me. He got rid of his Instagram, so I don't know how to contact him. But this is a
Is that a sketch?
this is sketch cover.
Wow. That's pretty good.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So this is book 1.684.
Yeah, we're still on 2.
Going two. This is number 2.
This is number 2. This is number 2.
Oh, 2.483. Right. Got it.
This is number 2.
Yeah. Another sketch cover by Alex.
Oh,
Green.
man.
Oh, nice. Good
That's
stuff.
killer.
Yeah, there you go.
Like silk. Nice.
And shout out to Norm Rad,
Angela.
Angela.
Wow.
Ooh, Angela.
Sketch
Wow.
cover from Norm Rad.
That's
That
Norm
cool.
Rad did that?
Fantastic. Holy cow. Look at
Wow.
that.
Norm Rad did
That's
this.
colorful.
Color-
Flame. I'll take
color
one.
scheme was,
Norm Rad.
Color scheme was recommended by Madame Blaster, by the way. So,
Nice.
So is that a sketch? And then inked cover is Frog Brawler's asking.
Is that sketch cover? Yes, this is sketch cover and the color.
Yeah, then inked over. Wow.
Yeah,
That's a ton of work.
yeah, there's a lot of work on that one. So.
You should get that one like slabbed up, Naman. Put that
There you
up.
go. Roger's calling yours the 101-1.
Naman, even if you put it in like one of those, slab it yourselves. You don't have to get it graded or anything. Just,
Get a comic
but-
capsule.
yeah, get a comic capsule or, any of those
Yeah.
slap ones. They're
I
pretty
agree.
cool.
I agree.
There's only about 800 promo codes for that thing.
Right.
This is
Oh, there's a good one. That's a classic right there.
Mike Grill.
Oh, you got it signed.
I
Oh,
got signed by Mike Grill. I got to talk to him.
nice.
I got to talk to him about this because I gave him a hard time about how he doesn't know how to draw.
So he just draws the same character. With
Yeah,
Right, he
only
draws
knows
the
how to draw
same
one
face.
character.
Yeah, he puts the same face on each one. Warlord and Green Arrow. They pretty much look the same. He just colors it different.
Yeah, different
I
hair.
thought this was a great find. I mean, the same guys, you know,
Man,
and
no
then I went to
lie.
Mike Grill and I made fun of him saying, hey, you only know how to draw one character.
But he'll say that too.
Yeah, he admits that.
Mike Grell admits it.
Yeah, he and I had a blast talking about this one. So
Yeah.
When did you meet him?
Heroes.
at
Heroes Con? God.
Heroes Con, yeah.
Yeah.
He did a sketch for me too, by the way. And this is Greg Rooks.
Nice.
Nice.
He did the internal for this comic book, so I really love this cover, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is sweet.
That's
So I want to give a
Baltimore.
shout out to those guys. All right, that's 2 is done.
All right.
I see what you're doing there. You were shouting out the artist. I got you.
Right. And we're only 75 minutes in.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
we're good. We
You're
got
good.
lots of time, bud. Bring it.
Hey Gary, could you show me that little book that you got, please?
The little book. The
Yeah, that
Hidden-
little thin one.
That little book that you
Yeah,
got
that
there.
one.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell
Take it
me,
5 minutes.
tell me how big it is.
Oh man.
I don't know. It's
It's like an omnibus.
yeah, it's just an omnibus, but it's pretty thick, Naman.
Yeah, them are not thick. These are thick.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh yeah, I got a
That's
couple
like
of those.
treasury
too.
size. Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah, that's
I
a
think
massive.
I can do the exercise with this one.
Holy crap. I
I
guess
have
So
the
what-
I have the Captain Marvel one, the Carol Danvers one,
What
and I
is
have
that?
the first Savage Sword one.
It's
Like,
a
what is it?
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
35th anniversary book. It has
Wow.
a collection of all the Spider-Man books, early 10s, early 10s. I think 1 through 10.
You
Well,
send
and,
that one to
the
CGC,
research
they'll tell
for
you to
those
go
are
F yourself.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
wanted
that,
to show you something.
can't seal it. Can't do anything with it.
Watch
You
live
have one-
as
you have
Naman
one
gets a
thing.
hernia.
Yeah.
The real thing. Let
That's
me go in.
crazy. Oh, it comes with one of those ribbons inside too, so you know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
your page you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice. They're expensive though. They're like usually $100 and something.
Careful,
it's really
open it up.
expensive,
Jesus. Careful.
This is how I'm gonna afford one of these books. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how you get it. That's a popular cover.
But here's something I want to show you.
Farmer's
Yeah.
Almanac.
That's what it's the Spider-Man almanac.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Boar. That's exactly right.
Holy
Let me
crap.
see if I could get it there.
Man,
Oh, it
look at
even
that
has the
ad
ads
though
in it.
on the look at the ad beside it. I mean,
Yeah, buck
Well,
98.
That's the
Hey,
great thing
Dan,
about
we
the
need
comics.
One more guy for the dance. Wow,
Yeah.
about Peter Parker over there. Are you kidding? That bookworm wouldn't know a cha-cha from a waltz. So
The omnibuses, they do like the facsimiles. They print it exactly as it came out.
yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anyway, so just wanted to give you a little heads up on how I come out with my comic book channel name,
Right. Bookworm.
Bookworm.
Oh, it came from there. That's awesome.
Ooh,
It's an origin story of Naman.
Yeah.
right?
Wasn't-
Perfect timing with the Spider-Man show.
I mean, that thing is.
Spider-Man show.
I actually like reading that in my bed because, and I don't need the glasses. Something, you know.
Well, you don't need a bed because that works as a bed.
Yeah.
I use it as a pillow.
Yeah, exactly. It's so big.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, I think
Book number 3.
Yeah, we're on 3, Roger.
we're on 4 now. We're on 4.
All right,
Oh,
now
We're
we're
on 4. We're on 4.
So that big giant thing was
That
3.
giant was 3. It could be 3, 4, and 5 as big as it was.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
My first show, you have a where it's number 11 is a story where you tell a story, right?
yeah, an extended
Yeah.
personal story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a personal story, and I told you that I lost my Star Wars because I traded it with the 2 Spider-Man books from, pre-100.
Right.
I went to that little show in Seattle. Now I forgot the show's name. You just saw the show that I went to, Jim. But anyway, there was this guy under his table. He had 3 books. Star Wars, the
Oh wow, the Whitman.
Okay, there you go.
he had a Star Wars, and he had these 2 Spider-Man books, pre-100, 85 and 83,
Nice.
God, those
all
look
for
nice.
$20. All
20
3 of them
bucks?
for $20.
Wow.
So I said, you know what? That reminds me of my story. I had to buy it.
Nice. For 20
But-
bucks, you'd be crazy not to buy those 3.
Yeah, so I said, you know what? That reminds me of my story that I told at Gary's channel. So I said, you know what? That reminds me of Gary, and so about this in remembrance of Gary.
Excellent.
Okay, so did you just skip to 11 and now you're going backwards?
Yeah, you just did the personal story, and then
The
we're gonna go
personal
to four
story,
or
and
five.
now
I
he's
don't. I'm
done.
lost.
Right? Naman's
we
doing the
supposed to
time
keep
warp
track?
on the 1011.
We're gonna have to rewind it to figure out where we're at.
Just to let you guys know that you guys don't get confused.
Well, I don't know how that would happen.
Me neither.
By this time, you think I'm a Spider-Man fan, right?
Well,
But
Hang
you
on,
guys
I'm
know
gonna
that I'm a
rewind.
Superman fan.
yes.
Yeah.
You know I know you're a Superman fan.
Oh yeah.
I sent you a Superman Kiss cover,
Yeah, you did.
a wedding cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wedding cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is one of the covers that I showed in Gary's channel too, by the way, but it's different.
Oh man.
Oh,
that's
nice.
cool. Yeah. What?
It's the Japanese
Version,
number
the
1
Japanese
Superman.
version.
Yeah, I was looking at it. That's neat.
Yeah. 290 yen.
Let me show you something. I tried this on a different. I think I tried on the Metarog's channel. Hey, Blako, you missed my shout out to you, guy.
It's gonna be read from right to left. Is it backwards?
No, actually it has an origin story.
I'll say that's a pretty thick book too.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like
it's
a
whole bunch of
coloring book.
stories. And it has origin story, Superman origin story from 70s, right? And
Oh, and it's written in Japanese as well.
yeah, all in Japanese.
Yep.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
So I was complaining at the Merrock channel. I wish I could learn to read the Japanese. And Sleepy Reader said, "Why don't you go and get a Google Translate?" So I got
did
a
it?
Google Translate. I mean, you just go to Google Translate.
Yeah, and you do the photo.
You do this, and you click on this little photo icon right here.
Oh, and it'll see the image and the and it'll translate it. That's cool.
So
Technology.
let me show you the. You see that right below yen?
Yeah. What is that? You got to go further. There you go. Stop.
Right there. There, it translated it.
Ooh, it said like first issue or something.
Right?
First issue.
How about that?
There you
That's
go.
cool.
Yeah, I do that with a couple of my forum books too, Naman.
So I say, hey, you know what? This is actually Japanese Superman first issue, and they have origin story from 70s.
Nah.
But
Nice.
cover is not imaginary origin story. The issue 300. So they mixed it up, but it's a good mix. They have different stories. It talks about Superman movie, the Christopher Reeves movie, and it's sort of like a magazine. So,
Oh wow.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
pretty cool
That
too.
is cool.
I thought,
Whenever I get to see Christopher Reeve as Superman, it's good in my book.
Yeah.
That's a really cool find.
yeah.
There
Okay.
you go.
Stop focusing
That's
on
the
the
word
head.
for it.
Don't forget the
I told you that I'm a book reader, right?
Show's not for children.
A3 good nerds. What's up, Justin?
So I love reading books, and I gotta show a bunch of these. I'm sorry, Gary.
That's all right. Go ahead.
When I was a kid, I read
We've already
Gulliver's
thrown the
Travel.
format out the window, Norman.
Yeah.
Have fun.
What do you say?
Yeah, the hell with figuring out what number we're on now. Just start showing books. That's all good.
I love it. I love it, guys.
Jeez, I need a drink.
You miss a lot of time.
So anyway, you were saying, Norman.
I love reading books, and I read Gulliver's Travel when I was a little boy in Korean.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge fan of Gulliver's Travel, and I like collecting Gulliver's Travel. Right, Gulliver's Travel.
All right.
All right,
Nice.
Gulliver's Travel. Gulliver's Travel.
I know there's such good covers. Did you do you collect the homages too?
Oh yeah, homages. I love Commandy, Gulliver's Travel homages.
Yep.
Michael Jackson.
Holy
Wow.
wow, rock and roll. He looks a little dead there.
Jimmy
I think
Olsen,
I could just lay down and let
Travel.
him do it.
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen.
Hold on, I got more. Lois Lane, Gulliver's Travel.
Oh, that one's
Wow, that one looks good.
Little
Nah.
good girl art and bondage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's go and Bondage Night. Now, you asked me if I have a dirty books.
Yes. Let's see the dirty books. Oh yeah, that's a dirty
No,
book.
it's Gulliver's Travel. It's classic.
Heavy
What's so
metal.
dirty about that? I don't understand.
Gulliver by
I'm confused.
Manara.
Great cartoon.
classic and classy, Jim. That's how I describe it.
Yep.
Exactly.
I love this book so much. I got two of them.
Oh, nice. Who did that cover? Do you know?
Manara.
That's why.
Controversial artist.
Yeah, Manara always gets
Yeah,
banged
yeah,
for stuff.
I want that Spider-Man one with Spider
With
Woman.
Spider-Woman?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want that one. But
Mhm.
this is a pretty good. And you know how Gulliver Travel is about where he goes to small kingdom and big kingdom, and
Lilliputians.
Yeah.
you know how he pees to put the fire out the kingdom and stuff. All that is a satire of that in in this one.
Nice.
So,
Wow.
so yeah, it's a pretty dirty book.
I think I just heard Jim book his ticket.
Lord.
Well, they didn't
Oh,
cover
Lord.
inside. They didn't cover up on inside. So
Uh,
they have a parade. She makes a
At
bridge,
least you covered that
Her
spot.
legs.
Yeah.
and everybody's looking up. So, all right, that's my just to let you know that I am a bookworm. Okay.
Yes, you are.
that's
Oh.
right.
No, that's a gobbler. Oh
What is the
Lord.
next one?
Your organizing is spot on over there.
Oh, there's a classic.
There,
I
that's
love that
Oh,
one.
here we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
record books are great.
Record book.
Planet. I need there's a full of these. I need all full, but this is my first one getting it.
Show us the record. Show us the record. Yeah.
I know they're so much
45.
fun, aren't they, Norman?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, and you told me, you asked me on my last show, have I read the novel version of Planet of the Apes, right, Gary?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read it and I really loved it. I love
It's
that
good.
book.
You
Yeah.
talk the Pierre Boulez.
Pierre Boulez, yeah, I love that book. I actually liked it better than Planet of the Apes, the movie itself. I
Yeah,
like-
it's a good read.
yeah, and it's very, I mean, it's more science fiction
Yes.
than Planet of the Apes movie itself, but
It's just like King Kong by the original King Kong book is a great read too.
so I, like I say, it's all about bookworm and stuff. Let's see. Well, this is not a bookworm thing, but if you talk about Planet of the Apes and all these things, just by association, you pick out this book.
Have you
It's
played the
really by
records in those
association.
ones?
I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Battle of the Planets, right?
Yeah.
This is my
Oh,
childhood
goodness.
cartoon back in Korea. I used to watch this cartoon. We called it 독수리 오형제.
Oh yeah, yeah. Toksuri on Hanjay. Yeah, sure.
Rolls right off the tongue.
It's great
Rolls
having
right
a
off the tongue.
fellow Korean here. At least a fellow Korean who understands Korean. Thanks, Digger Jam.
You're welcome.
But I love this show, and I finally got me a copy myself. I know. I think I saw what's his name show it first. LCS, Godfather of CBC Award.
Oh, Brian.
LCS. Huh?
Brian.
He showed
There
this
you go.
first, and I said, I didn't know you guys have a Battle of the Planet comic books.
Yeah.
So I said,
And
well,
we rabbit hole down.
I had
Keyboard
to
for
get
the
it. I had to get
rescue.
it. So that's that one.
And there's a few fans of Battle of the Planets in our community.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Ooh.
You are not alone in that, Naman. That
Okay.
show gets a lot of love.
Oh yeah,
Now-
gold key books, man. Those are the best.
How can I go through this 1011 without telling you how Roger how can I pass that by where Roger influenced me, right? So, Roger showed me these books, Anthro.
Oh wow. I've never seen that one.
No, me neither.
Anthro.
What? You've never
DC.
seen Anthro?
What?
Look at that.
Look at you, man.
I have a. It's so funny you have that because I have a retro cover rewind coming out with these.
Can you make yourself bigger and show me those, please?
See, find out the issues that he doesn't have.
Yeah.
So this is
Is it the whole run? Is it a short run?
UK 74. This is his first appearance, Naman.
Uh-huh.
You can get it for $8 to $10.
Uh-huh.
All right, then you got issue 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got that one.
All right, issue 2.
Uh-huh.
Issue
Terrible.
3. Sorry, I'm losing them.
Oh, 12 center DC.
Oh yeah, by Howie Post this series.
Artwork's great. It's
Issue
real
4.
simple.
Yep.
I love
Oh, artwork's incredible. It only lasted 6
story.
issues.
Artwork matches the story.
5.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then we had
Oh.
6.
Oh, I see why. Okay.
Now,
I love that
Naman,
cover. I love that.
Oh, it's Betty and Veronica fighting in that one. They brought the Archie out.
what you might not know is they made a spin-off character of him. This is an ancestor. This was a 5-issue series called Kong the Untamed.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
Ah.
I think I
The
have one of those.
creator, that's Bernie Wrightson first cover there.
Uh-huh.
But this is a 5-issue series, and
I have that one. Too.
Yep, and he's an ancestor of Anthro.
Oh, wow.
So there, you got to collect these now too, Naman.
Yeah, I gotta get
Ties
those
in.
days.
So this has been Gary's personal storybook.
So let me go ahead and
Where's your
show
spec
those.
book, Gary?
It looks like I only have 3 books, but I actually have. I package them like I package it as a.
Oh,
Roger
I
does.
see. Yeah.
2, 3.
Well, you have them all. Why'd you have Gary show them?
Because I wanted him to show it. I want to see the last books that he had. But I love this
Right.
cover. By the way, this character was in my Korean comic books.
Which one, Veronica
Oh,
or
nice.
Betty?
No, these are all these 3 characters. All of these characters.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
I have another one. He had a solo story in DC holiday special 90s. I have it. Let me check because I have it on the way. I already ordered it. It's on the way to me now. So Naman, you want to buy?
Chris said, "Remember the good old days when guests showed the books."
But you got to read
That's
his
right.
channel,
Give 'em
though.
to him,
It's
Chris.
keeping
Give
it
'em to him.
casual. It's casual.
Give 'em to him,
right?
Chris.
You exercise that blue wrench on Chris.
That's right. Tina.
Give him
Tina,
to him,
get him.
man, Chris.
So right here, Naman, the DC Holiday Special, you can get it for $3. And
God,
the first story in it is an Anthro story.
Oh, okay.
And this is from yeah.
It's the blue chipping hammer.
Yeah, it was from 2010. And yes, Bobby's right. He did show up in an issue of Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Yeah.
I love it.
The show is right out of control tonight. That's okay. That's good.
The Anthro books are, you know what I would really love to get is my childhood book where Anthros was in it, but the Korean version of these characters.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know who got it first, but I used to read this character. Only reason I knew these are same character because of the last issue, but two girls are fighting for the one guy. So they're fighting to marry him.
Yeah, it's just funny. Like you think it's going to be a serious book, and it's very comedic,
and also very very woke for the back in the 70s.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Well, that was a Howie Post book, so he,
it's a what is the Battle of the Sexes? Is called the first book.
Oh yeah,
Battle of the Sexes, and he
yet
really
another rabbit hole that I got to buy. Jesus.
He makes these lady characters not a damsel in distress.
exactly.
Right.
And it's hard to find those books in good shape because nobody treats those books well.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to Sleepy Reader. He take me to this comic book store. It's called I Like Comics. I Like Comics, and that's where I just reached out and opened it, and I saw these books, and I go, "Oh, wow, those are the same books that Roger showed, and those are the books that I wanted to get because it just."
Hey, if I expect them to be in anyone's collection, it would be Rogers. And Rogers has when you're on Naman, the channel, the show's called Chaos 11.
That's what he says. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Oh, number one, surprisingly expensive.
Is it?
No.
Yep. 56
Is it really?
bucks for
Why?
a 6.0.
Huh?
$56 for a 6.0.
Nah, you can find it raw for like $3. These books, someone's overcharging. These books are not expensive.
I got these for like.
This is on my comic shop, and they're all raw, and they're 35, 37, 15.
Oh, no, I got these at dollars for like a half price of the mark price. So one of these were like $12, or it was like $6.
Oh yeah, eBay, they're cheap.
Hey, Naman, Comics by the Bay wants you to answer a question for him.
Okay.
Is a hot dog a sandwich or not a sandwich?
Hot dog is hot dog. Hot dog is its own thing, man.
It's its own entity.
Sorry,
Huh?
I love hot dog. It has to be its own thing. I'm sorry.
And flat earthers eat bologna.
Huh?
It's a flat hot dog.
It's a flat hot dog. Yeah.
I said flat earthers eat bologna.
Oh my God.
All right, we're off topic now.
We are.
Next up, number 7 or Crawl 300. Who knows?
All right, he's showing that
this
for
is
me.
number
too.
10. This is number 10.
Oh my Lord, number 10. We jumped the
Crawl.
shark here.
That's one of my favorites, Naman.
Yeah, that's a
Butt
good
kiss
cover. dude.
Naman like nobody's
that
business.
lady right there.
They didn't steal that from Star
Was
Wars
that
at all.
Anthony?
Huh? Who is that lady? What's her name?
Was that Anthony?
Oh, okay.
And oddly enough, they didn't like her accent in the movie, so you never heard her real voice in that movie. It was someone else dubbing her.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Really? Yeah, I do remember something about that though. I do remember.
Yeah, she's a beauty though.
She was a beautiful lady. I mean, gosh, my teenage years, you know.
And that's a movie I still watch all the time. Now, Naman, I don't mean to send you down a rabbit hole, but there's issues 1 and 2 of that for the adaptation, and it was also in a Marvel preview magazine.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I need to get those.
It was a magazine first.
All right, I need to get those. I love this movie.
Same here, and you get early Liam Neeson when he's still young.
Yes. Yeah.
Plus Robbie Coltrane.
Robbie what?
Love the glove or whatever that thing is.
The glaive.
Yeah, the glaive.
Well,
Yeah,
all right. So
That's the
the
spear
glaive,
thing.
right?
it's like the little.
I sent Joe a message on Instagram, Pocan Joe.
Could he make?
Oh, that thing that threw that star thing.
yeah.
They threw,
Yes,
right?
and I asked him, I'm like, can you
make
look?
this?
I've always wondered because this is one of my favorite movies. Can you explain the mechanics of the glaive to me? He goes, explain it. I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
So at some point in the next year, we'll have a Pocan Joe glaive out and about.
That's
Oh, really? I want one of those.
Yeah.
mass
Look,
production.
Once we pop the blades down, and we'll get together and play catch with it.
Yeah.
I get to throw first.
It'll
only
be
gonna
real
happen
obvious who the
once.
loser is.
Yeah. Explain that to me. He
You
can
reach
throw
out for it,
and
all your fingers are gone.
and it comes back to him, and he catches it perfectly. Yeah.
So do you have like a metal shield, metal hand? Hot dog is hot dog. That's right, Chop.
You don't say hot dog sandwich.
An open face hot dog sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
Like up here in Canada, we have these things called lawn darts, and they were steel tipped. The
Oh,
first
we
thing you
have
did was fire those things straight up in the air. You got clocked in the head with one of those things. You were that kid sitting in the corner eating glue.
Bye, Milt.
Hey, Kelly.
All right, Mill, have a great night, buddy. Thanks for stopping in.
Good night, Mel. Okay, so my story time.
Story time.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you a story on how I came up with my channel name.
Thought you just did.
I mean, I already told you that I was a bookworm,
Yeah.
and I was talking to my friend, and hey, I say, what should I name my channel, and what kind of logo should I use, and all that stuff, and so I say, hey, what about a bookworm, and what about a bookworm, and he thought, he looked at my logos and stuff. He goes, man, you're being too serious. It's a comic book channel, right?
Right.
And I said, okay, well, what about a comic book worm? And I thought of, what is a comic book character that is a worm, right? And only worm character that I thought of was the worm from the Suzanne, the Mr.
Right.
And also saw him on the movie Suzanne at the very end. The crit.
Right, they teased them.
Yeah, and what do you call those? Post credit scenes.
Yep.
And I asked you to make a thumbnail with me holding a worm, right? The thumbnail with me holding the
Yep.
worm. I just randomly picked that image up. Okay, I didn't know that was a Mr. Mine or anything like that. I just randomly picked that image up and made it my thumbnail. And I was gonna call myself a comic bookworm because, and having Mr. Mine in my mind, thinking that that's not serious, Mr. Mine,
Right.
some worm supervillain, right? So I said, no, that's not serious. It's corny and it's funny, right? So I was thinking, I just need to pick up a worm, and that's the image I picked up. Well, I didn't know it was a comic book.
Oh, wow.
Found
Nice.
Yeah, and it was a Mr. Mine. I did hit on a Mr. Mine, and there's a worm in the White House.
Jerry Ordway.
I'm going to be your guys' next president of the United States.
and then on the back, you had Sarah Michelle Gellar shooting a milk commercial
Oof. Yeah.
from the Buffy days.
From the old Buffy days.
Yep, right there. Yep. Milk mustache.
So I said, hey, maybe I thought about making this a spec book.
Oh no.
Especially if I become a president.
I've never actually seen that cover, so that's really cool, Naman.
That is cool.
Yeah, I thought that
DC
was
80s goodness.
and it's coincidence or what? I mean, I didn't know that was a Mr. Mine.
Right.
Things happen.
Yeah. So
Just
Well,
hope
Oh,
we
yeah,
don't get
Callie asking you a question. He wants to know if that's Monica Lewinsky wrangling that worm in the White House. I think Callie's having some flashbacks.
Yeah.
It's like that meme that's showing Bill Clinton. It says only people from a certain generation know there's two people in this picture.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Lord.
We got Chuck saying 90s Power Shazam is an amazing read.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. So this is I thought it was an awesome find, and as soon as I saw that, I had to get it. I mean.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think Little Bro read that run. I have to ask him.
No, and like I said, that's really cool. I've never seen that cover, so that was nice to see it.
Yeah.
So you got the two books combined that made your channel.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
the number one Spider-Man and the
See, you were bringing Marvel and DC together.
Yeah.
There you go.
Building bridges, but not those Gulliver Travels leg bridges you were talking about earlier. We don't want to see those bridges from you, Nami.
No.
DC, Marvel, and the legs.
I think he just has his spec pick left, Roger.
Yeah, we think so. We're not sure.
Okay. This is a spec book, and Roger's going to argue with me, I'm sure, because I'm inviting Roger to argue with me on this one, right? So this is a spec book that no one realized it is a spec book.
We are not. All right, so go ahead.
I found this book by doing some research on Back to the Future comic books.
Oh yeah, some EC goodness.
Oh yeah.
So I was doing research on all the comic book that Back to the Future had, and they didn't have this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, but right at the cafe when Michael J. Fox is meeting his father back in the little 1950s cafe.
Right.
Okay.
Sort of. His father was reading comic book while the beeper guy, guy, he was bullying him.
Yeah.
While he was bullying him, he was reading comic book and he was flipping it over like this. So what I did was I took a shot of that, turned around, I exploded it, and I figured out this is the comic book
that he was reading.
Wow.
Nice.
So if you go to eBay or anything like that, you'll see this book, but no one will say this is a book from Back to the Future. So only Gary, I guess people who watch my little channel and the Gary people at Gary's channel know this is a Back to the Future prop book. Okay.
Nice.
And if
that Biff tried to destroy. No,
if you watch any of the eBay items and it says a prop book from the Back to the Future, this will not be part of it. But you guys all know that this is part of it, right?
Yep.
Now this one, because it's a
reprint.
It's reprint. It's only for like $6. Now the argument comes. Here's my argument on the book. This is a 80s book. I mean the movie, right? The movie's
right.
1980s movie, and my argument is that the people went to whoever was making the movie, right? They went to the comic book shop and hey, we're looking for some props for the movie. We need a comic book that represents 1950, and I this is how I imagine it. Oh well, here are some books from 1950s, right? And they would have given him this book randomly, and they would have used it as a prop.
Okay.
But Roger is saying, even back then, even back in the 80s, this book was rare. So they wouldn't have given him, they would have just given him this reprint book instead of
a real one.
Well, when was that reprint book done?
These are from 1974 or something like that, 1975.
Yeah, then he's right, because if it was reprinted in 74, They're not going to give them no damn original 1950s one. I can tell you that.
Well, I mean, these guys are making movies. They're not going to worry about $100 book, $15 book, or $5 book, right? Or $2 book. These guys
they got a budget, man, just like everybody else.
Well, what I'm saying is that now, if they were geeks, if they were comic book geeks, they would have a go ahead. Hey, we want some comic books that were in the 1950s.
Yeah.
We want to look neat, crisp, neat because they're human back in time. So these would have been.
So
years old
you and Roger should reach out to someone on Instagram and message them about it that maybe worked on the movie that might be able to answer. Wouldn't that be cool? Like a joint video with you and Roger.
Yeah. So my thing is that it could well have been from the original book. By the way, original book on this is all beat up book on eBay. It's going for $170. Original one. But if Roger is right, and no one knows that this is a Back to the Future prop book, and the comic book community come together after I get my copy. By the way, don't do it.
After I get my copy.
After I get my copy, we prop this up and say, "Hey, this is a Back to the Future book." You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to get Comic Tom to do that.
Yes. They reprinted that in the 90s.
Cover.
It is a great cover.
The originals are tough to find.
But I do want to get the 1950 version of this book.
Oh yeah, good luck.
If anybody have that at good price, I'll buy it. But I don't want to pay more than $100.
I want the next issue because it's got an ad for Mad 1 in it.
Oh,
Is that right?
Yes, Weird Science 16.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway, these
see
books
that
are
in
not
my
cheap.
travels. I'll look
These
for
books
it.
are cheap.
Weird Science 16.
Callie said he already hit buy it now. He took a break from buying the Magic book to buy one other book.
Yeah. Buy it now.
Anyway, so that's my spec book. If Roger is right, even the reprint would be a good spec book.
Yeah.
There you
Right?
go.
If
And
Roger's
then
right,
we'll
the
get it
reprint
propped
is good.
up.
Yeah.
We'll get Michael J. Fox to talk about it.
Yeah. He's still around.
Nice stuff.
Or
And
Crispin Glover. Yeah.
Bobby De La Ghetto is asking if that dinosaur is wearing a space helmet.
No, that dinosaur is not wearing a space helmet.
He's
Yeah.
not. He's just wrecking that rocket.
Yeah. They're shooting at it.
But Roger's argument is that they didn't show this area very clearly in the
Oh, where it's
film.
$1. Yeah.
I didn't.
Because it would have been a
so-
10 center.
So there's no way we could verify each other's. I mean, there's no way that one of us is right. I mean, there's no way to verify one of them is right or wrong. So
Damn. You guys, the eternal argument between you two.
yeah, I mean, normally I would just back down on Roger's knowledge because he's a comic book god. I mean, I would not. But this one, I'm going to just stick with it because there's no way I can be proven wrong.
I
It's a
think
draw.
the only way for you guys to solve that is to throw on some banana hammocks and wrestle in Jello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only way you can come.
I mean,
with
if you
this
guys,
outcome,
whoever was responsible for Back to the Future prop designers,
right?
Maybe if they come to our channel and talk to us.
Yeah, somebody know
I
Michael
invite you
J.
guys to
Fox?
come over and talk to
You
me
know.
about the Back to the Future.
The doc.
Crispin Glover, the guy who has played his dad. Yeah.
I'll say watch the movie.
Okay, yeah, that's the actor.
Who
Okay.
worked on
Yeah.
it.
He was the one reading it, so maybe he looked at the cover.
Maybe if he can remember it, it was
If
like
you
a
remember.
million years ago. You might,
Uh-huh.
and then you know what? That's what you need to do, Naman. You go and you look at the credit scenes and figure out who the prop person was, and then we'll Google them. We'll figure out how to, and then we'll get them on the show. I'm going to do that now.
There you
Now he wants to know what flavor Jello you and Roger are going to be wrestling this out in.
Docking
Charlie,
101.
I believe it's going to be hot dog Jello.
Hot dog,
Hot dogs.
hot dog hammocks. Oh my
And
god!
don't forget the mustard and relish and ketchup.
Hey, I finished this. We finished this within 1 hour. What are you talking about?
You did great.
Well, that's
That's
right, K-pop.
3,040
gotta
books.
protect your hot dog.
Hot dog. That's
Oh,
Katie.
goodness. Well, that's because, I think through one part of that show, Norman, we passed through a black hole and back out where time bended.
I know, for sure.
Yeah. Hot tub time machine.
I'm pretty sure I don't remember 8 or 9, but that's just me.
No, it
We
was a
went
blur.
right from like 6 to 10. We're on 10 now. Where you been? I was like,
We
I
hit
don't know.
88 and it was gone.
I blacked out for a minute. Sorry.
Oh man, how would this not be a great joke at a party? Hot dog, water, Jello for the office Christmas party.
Oh,
Imagine the faces biting into that.
that would be so bad.
Oh my gosh. An hour of aged you.
Well, Roger, you can't die before Naman now because the first one dead is going to say the other one was wrong.
Exactly. And then
We got to go find a guy. I swear, I bet we could find a person who handled the props. Do a little digging. That
Let's
would
do
be
it.
hilarious.
If you do it on your channel, you better invite Roger and me.
No. I would tell him. I was like, we're gonna have it on one of your channels. These two guys are arguing this.
All right, so I want to see.
Oh, yeah,
I'm going
the
to call.
fight's
I'm going
on.
to call Katie out on this right now.
Oh,
I think Katie and CJ and Callie and Bleecker should do hot dog water Jello shots on Insomniac Theater one night.
oh, ugh. Oh, that would hurt my stomach just thinking about it.
Oh, Norman,
I
show
just
more
want to
books.
see all their faces.
Show more books.
My self-employed
Anyway, but I've become a huge fan of collecting this series, but it's really expensive to collect these.
Oh,
It is,
Yeah.
but the reprints are nice on them though because
Yeah.
it is the art spectacular. The stories are fun, and
Yeah.
there was like a kind of wonder about storytelling that you don't have these days because we just know so much about everything that surrounds us now. Back then, there was more gray areas and more imagination you could have about things.
Yeah, I mean, and the covers are even more. I mean, nowadays you only have one character in a comic book covers. Maybe if you're lucky, you get 2 characters, but you got these multiple characters, background, prop. Just I just like these.
Guilt
Bleeker's
by
like,
association, Bleecker.
yeah, you're guilty by association. Bleeker's like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm just hosting this thing, man. I'm not participating. Screw that. That's what he said.
Oh, another thing that I really like to do is go back to some of these movies that have comic books in them.
Yeah.
And if eBay doesn't say this is a prop book, then I want to turn that into a prop book. If figuring out what number issue was, they briefly showed it, because to me, those are the books that I want to collect rather than those well-known books,
And I wonder if was there more comics in the first Creep Show than just the Creep Show one, or was it just probably just the Creep Show one?
Yeah.
Also the Real Science. Realized that Real Science, the movie,
Yeah.
is based on this particular book too. This series of this book.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing a lot of Kelly LeBrock in those. But no, Naman, great books, buddy, and fun stories, man. That was a good laugh to have today. That was great.
That was hilarious.
I love having you on, knowing I have no idea what to expect when you get here. It's always
It's like 74 books. We're gonna shout out everybody I've ever met.
Here, I always got 2 for you to check out, Naman. Crossing Delancey and Coyote Ugly.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
Coyote Ugly.
Coyote
Yeah.
Ugly.
And that's at the 59-minute mark. So you can go there and look at it.
All right.
But thank you, Naman, so much.
Thanks,
That was a
thanks
lot
for
of
the invite. I always appreciate your invite. I mean, I'm always humbled and honored when people like Gary the B, Gary the B, casual comic guy. I wish you shortened that up somehow.
Gary the Bee.
Gary the Bee. You've been
The
changing.
Bee.
Casual guy.
I don't care what you call me. Just watch my damn channel.
The Jill.
And of course Steve, and then we got Diggle Jim.
Poor digger Jim.
Hey,
Poor
Comic,
Jim.
you missed a fun show, buddy. Let's see.
No, man, we gotta go out again. We gotta go do some hunting.
Yeah.
So, you gotta watch the whole last 2 minutes. Everybody's listing movies that has comics in them.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll come back and watch all those last 2 minutes to get all those comic book movies.
Comic
there
books,
you go.
yes.
There's a topic.
But Norman, thank you, and I want to thank Steve and Jim for coming on and being my co-host as always.
This was fun.
Good to see, oh, and Katie says, "Good to see you back home, Norman."
Thank you, Katie.
Yes.
Thank you, Katie.
And I want to thank the crowd. We had a great crowd. We had some fun hot dog talk in there because that's been the theme of the week on live shows. If you guys don't know, you don't know. It all started with K-pop. Go check out her interview.
Oh Lord.
That was probably one of the funniest chats ever. So go give Katie a little love. And Katie, what interview was that again? I just forgot the guy's name because I'm old.
Oh man, I'll have to go back and watch it.
But oh yeah, Callie says he can't wait to see your face when he watches your suggestion.
Uh-oh.
So you got to record yourself.
Uh-oh.
And so
You
now
mean to make a reaction video to Kelly's suggestion?
Yeah.
we're gonna go around the horn real quick. Steve, what's coming up for
Let's
you?
make
sir?
all equal at least.
Tomorrow, I'm going to be on Joe's Anachromic Comics. He's doing the Espresso Mail Call, 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
That guy's still making stuff.
Yeah, he's still kicking around.
Yeah.
Once or
You're
twice.
not lazy like somebody else.
And Joe, thank you. I got your Christmas card. I just opened it up today. Excellent, thank you. And I got I'm dropping an AOK video tomorrow, and then I've got a funny one with a dope parody kind of thing where I show a bunch of my Grim Ghost Story books.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so I filmed a whole bunch, and then my Thundercats one, I got that one coming out too.
Ooh,
I got a bunch lined up.
Yeah.
Are you going to be in costume?
So I just have the shirt, I carry the sword.
What's coming up for you, Jim?
I actually will be going out digging Sunday at a new permission that I got, so I'll be filming that and probably dropping that this week, even though it might be in the rain, so it's gonna suck there. But it's the only day the person will let me do it is Sunday. It's weird, I know, but I want to see what's in the ground over there.
Bodies.
Oh, thanks, Joe.
I know, right?
All right. Coming up for me, I got a busy weekend. On Saturday the 16th, we have an additional 1011. We have Dusty Brick Brown on. And so we'll be on that evening, and we're going to have Thorson and Sean from Puff Comics 83 on as my co-hosts.
Nice.
A couple of my buddies. Then Sunday, I am on the Cantonese Kids channel at 3 o'clock as we discuss the second issue of Fire and Ice. And then at 7:30 on my channel, we have the Lucky VIP Lounge secret, not so secret, Secret Santa gift openings.
Yeah, I'll be on that too.
I think
forgot
so.
about that.
Pretty much now till Sunday night, I'm live. So we'll see.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm on that too. I'm Gary. I'm on the VIP, Christmas VIP Christmas thing. Yes, forgot that.
Oh, Jackson, you did miss the worm, and you're gonna want to watch the rewind, buddy. It was hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
All right.
Especially the Gulliver's Travel section.
Yeah.
Show the worm book. Show the worm book.
Yeah.
Right. But no, great stuff, guys. Thank you, everyone in the chat.
Mm.
We're reviewing the comic of the movie, the prequel. Fun stuff.
Hey, Jackson.
Thank you guys in the chat. Super fun chat. Thank you guys again. And as I like to end all these things.
Oh, I do have a.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I mean, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't not want to have the last moment of chaos. So, by all means.
Hold on.
No, you can't go yet.
Stop.
No, then go ahead, buddy.
I do have some of these books I showed. I haven't even made videos on it. So like I'm going to open up. I'll video opening box of a Blicker's, mystery box.
Right.
So I'll edit that and send that out. And I did a mystery box. I mean, open box video for the C3. I'm gonna make that and send that out. But I'll have a couple of things out now that I'm back in my cave. I feel a little bit motivation coming back on. So yeah. So that's it.
All right.
You may go.
Okay.
All right. For realsies this time. All right, guys.
Yeah, for real.
Next time. Keep it casual.
Bye.